All right. Thank you so much for coming back to Sefeo English. Here with me, Rifal Ramadhani. You can call me Rifal. I'm an English teacher. All right. Our topic for today is you are more than what you think. Uh, yep. Like we might not think of being able of doing things right that probably would drain our energy until it's done. Then soon we start to realize that we finally make it. We finally done incredible work in our life. Of course, it was impossible at first until we've done it. And yeah, I think we just need to take uh, an immediate action instead of saying no at first response. Yeah, because I think who knows, you can do better than we think. Yeah, and then I've I've uh, I've experienced this kind of thing in my life. When I was asked to teach a student about English, which basically at that time I was not really good enough in English, but I just encourage myself and say yes first. Then I learned it along the way. And finally, I made it. I succeed at teaching students, even though I found out there were some like mistakes that I should have avoided. But yeah, by that I think I learned. It's just my imagination that scares me. And finally, I made it. And then uh, once a time, and then there was a time, when I encouraged myself, push myself, try myself to participate in international breakfast club. That was one, I think, in I don't know when was that and where the place was. And I encouraged myself to join that club with some of native speakers, so people who are good at English. At that time, I was still like struggling with my English. But yeah, again, I didn't trust what I was thinking that time. I just keep going, then believing myself, so that I could be able to participate in giving and give my opinions and thoughts about the topic. Is yeah is talking about. So yeah, I think just I think we should have not trust what our mind says to us, because sometimes and now somehow we can do beyond way beyond that we think we could, as long as we give it a try, and also we trust ourselves that we can make it. I think it happened to me also about the other thing. It's not about teaching English to students, but it's how I can go to uh, go to a farther distance that I have live. Example, like I'm currently living in Medan, then I go to Starbucks, which is taking me an hour to get to that place, just to meet my girlfriend. But yeah, at the first time I was like, could I get to that place which is far away from my house? I know there were a lot of like criminals, robbers, and everything that probably threatened me on the roadway to her house. But I just kept convincing myself that I can do it, and finally I can do it. Of course, with full consciousness and awareness that good timing that I chose to go to my girlfriend's house. is not at night or like in the evening, but also in the morning instead. And I think it's just about how we take a challenge and deal with it, face it with gentle, yeah, with gently. And I think that is the way we can go through every obstacles and challenges in life. Because if we just like think too much and do not take action, just dwell what probably things could happen next, we're not gonna getting anywhere, I think. Because as we know, most of successful people, most of greater uh, adventure, yeah, what I'm sorry, yeah, and of course most of successful people, and also like you know most of great people always, not always, but take challenges in their life in order to be better, in order to be the best. And I think, yeah, the notion of you are more than what you think is is really uh self-driven notion that we can learn from it. Because because I believe in this. So guys, if you think that you're more than what you think, why not try to do things that you might afraid of doing it? And yep, of course, good timing is always the best. And also a sense of, you know a desire to learn uh, along the way is really helping you to move forward in your life. Yep, I think that's my opinion about your modern what you think. Yeah, do you have any questions, Miss Sarah?
That was actually very good, and that was very inspiring. But how do you motivate yourself when because sometimes we felt like, oh my God, I don't think I can do it. How do you
Yeah,
motivate yourself to actually do it, to actually move your body to do it? Because there are times when I think I cannot do something, and just oh my God, no, no, and I just said no, no, no. Can you share to us, like, how do you motivate
yeah,
yourself?
yeah. Of course, it's not an instant, right? It's not an instant way to do it. Example like this, when I wanted to go to my girlfriend's house, which is away from my house, right? It took me almost an hour to get there. I couldn't have enough sleep, I think, for almost 2 or 3 days, because I was thinking a lot about that. Either I can make it or not. But at the end of the day, I was just like, okay, that's enough to think. It's time to take action and move forward. And I did it. You know, yeah, of course. I think the solutions that I can share is, you just, yeah, take some times. Okay, take some times, and don't forget, after you spend some time yourself thinking, contemplating, and finding good solutions, then just go for it. Because at the end of the day, it's not as scary as you think it might be. So, yeah, that's the thing that I can share. Because if you just keep thinking and thinking, thinking without taking actions, so I think you're not gonna getting anywhere. So that's the thing that I like to share to everyone, to each and every one of you who are watching this podcast. Yeah.
Okay, so like just do it.
Yeah, yeah, just do it. But of course, you take some times, contemplate yourself, ask yourself, then figure out how it's way, and then go for it.
Okay, that's actually a good message for us here. because maybe, sometimes we think too much without actually taking an action. That's actually pretty good. And so, how does these things affect your life? I mean, like, after you've done something that you thought was impossible, after that you felt like, oh my God, I did it. Oh my God. How does this feelings or this thing affect your life? Does it make you feel more, more like powerful or more like brave to take action in the future? Um, how does it affect your life in general, maybe?
All right. First of all, I think, well, okay, what does it change or affect my life? Yeah. First of all, I think first, yeah, I'm braver than I was before, and second, I think I finally could do it, and yep, I know I'm such an introvert person, but I think everyone can do this. Not only like extroverts, ambiverts, but I think introverts as well. I think there is nothing wrong with that. It's just about uh, whether you are willing to put effort into something that you might afraid of. And I feel satisfied with myself until now because I finally made it, and I become more confident about myself, and I'm not afraid anymore of going to my yeah going far, yeah, from my house, yeah, and I finally get familiar with it. So I think if we try it, then we make it. It's not as scary as we think. Then we get used to it. I think that's what I feel right now uh, about uh, going beyond. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually very good. So it has a positive impact in your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
mhm.
just it's just small thing. Because yeah, of course, I like to try more things ahead, but I'm still figuring it out. No. Yeah, but it's a small thing. Imagine a small thing can make a big difference. What if it's big? What if it's like middle? So can be something more powerful. Think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think small changes did have a good impact in someone's life, especially you, right? That's
Mm.
actually very great for you to share it with us here.
Mm.
Did it also happen to, your journey in like um studying English? Like at first you felt like I don't think I can speak English well, but then you tried and learned and finally you got it. Did it also help with the mentality you need to learn something, not only English? Because
Oh
sometimes,
yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. This is a fun and also I think interesting story of mine. You know, so when you know you're not that good, you try so hard, right? You try so hard. You spend so much time to
Mm-hmm.
learn
Mm-hmm.
and to make you good in front of your students, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you like I think it gives you pressure first, but I think through that pressure we can grow. You know, through that
Mm-hmm.
pressure we can grow. Yeah, of course we grow from the hard times, from the hard moments, the rough roads, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it pushed me to study harder than my students. It pushes me to have more preparation than my students. It pushes me to be smarter than them, pretending I'm the smartest. even though I knew it that I was not that good at time. But yeah, that's I think that's a kind of mentality that we need to have. I mean, like, yeah, you should have been proud of yourself for taking a challenge, then making effort to make it better, to make it look, yeah, to make it look good, great in front of our students. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I can share.
Hmm. And you are also a teacher, right? As you
Yeah.
mentioned before. So, how do you teach your students? You know, as a teacher, we don't only teach them like the theoretical things or the things that we are paid to do, but sometimes we need to like teach them about life, about how to deal with life. How do you tell your students that they are more than what they think they are?
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's a very good question. Uh, yeah. Let me tell a story about my background first, right? I didn't graduate from English education or English literature, but instead I took management of education that time. So basically, uh, I was not an English student. Yeah, I was not holding English degree. Uh, but the thing, that makes me proud of myself as an English teacher, I could see things within my students. Yeah, even as like a blurry or yeah, as a blurry picture. I know a little bit about the psychology, and then I encourage them that sometimes, yeah, we not sometimes it's out of topic, but most of the time. And then I I told my students that you can do it. Just trust me, trust yourself. You know, in life, uh, is so dynamic. Yeah, we just need to have more preparation, and also do not downgrade yourself, even though, let's say, you are not making good progress in your class this moment, but it doesn't value yourself as a person. And and then I oftentimes ask I oftentimes ask my students dreams and wishes, and they ask about this and that, and I listened to them, and I was like, oh, okay, good, that go for it. Okay, the thing that you need to do is this and that, and then the thing you need to improve on is your English, because it's undeniable. English is affecting many ways and many aspects in our life, right? So including job, career, relationship, and everything. So yeah, that's okay. We learn about this thing, and then I learn you this theory, and then we practice it using activities, and then at the end of the class, we review what you learned before, and that sorts of ways of teaching that I apply in my class, and and yeah, and I'm proud of myself, and also I'm happy that I can share to my students about my life, my story, so that they can maybe, yeah, hopefully they can take away something from my story, and yeah, I think that's that's I can share to my students.
Okay, that's very nice of you actually to like tell them your life story so that they can learn something from it.
Yeah,
I think that's very great. And um
yeah, like
uh-huh.
because most of the students uh oftentimes, ask me, sir, did you graduate from English literature? And then I said I didn't. And then there was like, goosebump or something. I don't know. And then they were like, sir, how can you be able to speak English fully? So now I'm a proof living that you see it right now, right? You know, it doesn't matter where you're from, what your background is, and 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 what you do. But remember, if you wanna get something, you just need to go for it. Yeah, I'm a proof living, right? I can speak English fluently. I didn't hold English degree, but it doesn't mean that I cannot speak English fluently. I cannot teach English and everything about this. So and that way, I hope I can share my story to my students that everything is possible to achieve as long as they put effort and also time, energy, and willing to go through the ups and downs in their journey process. I think that's yeah, that's kind of thought that they need to have in their mind. So that's why uh, when they meet the hard times, when they don't meet their expectations, they understand that maybe there is something wrong in their process that they need to fix, or maybe try to make it better, I think.
Yeah, actually, I find that very impressive that you're not from the, English major,
Mm.
but you are not just in speaking English fluently, but you are also a teacher, of English language. That is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah,
And in our community, like in Sefeo, there are so many people who are not from the English language major. Maybe they want to know like your secrets, like how do you manage to learn English while still working, and also like what method do you use, to be able to speak English this good?
yeah, yeah. What methods? Yeah. All right. First of all, yeah, I think, yeah, it's really hard, to balance between work and study. But of course, there's also time, right, between work, study, and then also your health, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, because yeah, I'm still working on my on those three things: work, study, and also health. But yeah, of course, I think this is like the thing that I'm still working on myself. How to be consistency all the time. I know it's really hard, especially especially when you meet your lazy time, then you feel like you want to do anything. You just want to chill and rest your body in the colder bedroom, right? uh and yeah, uh how do I do it? I think it's about your commitment. Yeah, yeah, if you want to achieve something in your life, you have to stay committed to yourself, committed to your plan, and stick to it. It doesn't matter how many years would take. It doesn't matter how many decades would take. As long as you're committed and do not give up on it, yeah, you will get there, I think. But of course, if you're committed, then you set a plan, you set a schedule, time, and everything. Then you can go faster than it's just commitment, I think. That's it.
Yeah, commitment. I think commitment is very important, but it's not something that many of us can do, to be committed to something, because being committed to something means that you have to like do it um all the time, not all the time, like you have to be in it, you have to make it like part of your life, and it's so hard to be committed into something.
Yeah.
But how do you manage to be committed into it, like, because
Uh,
yeah, it's hard for me to be committed to something if I don't like the thing. So how do you manage to still be, committed?
yeah. All right. Yeah. First and foremost, yeah. it will I think it's hard to committed to something that you don't like doing, right? So my suggestion is to find what you like, because there's no point if you keep doing what you don't like doing, right? So yeah, find some ways of learning that make you like doing it. Okay, it could be like watching movies. Example, your goal is to be able to speak English fluently. So yeah, you can go watch movies. There are so many sources that you can find. So yeah, brand yourself with with communities, organizations, socialize to people, communicate to strangers. There are many ways, or maybe if you are a listener person, you can listen to audio, Spotify, right? There are so many sources. We are living in the in the 21st century, which is the like the cutting edge technology that we have, right? So yeah, just find what is suitable for you, then stick to it. I think, but yeah, I think that's the thing that I can share.
Okay, so find something that we enjoy the most.
Yeah, I enjoy the
Mhm.
most.
Okay, yeah, that's actually kind of a good advice for me and for everyone who are watching this podcast. Actually, that's very
Yeah,
nice. Uh-huh. And so talking about um talking about being being someone who are more than what we think we are. Back to that. So you are also a host, right, in Sefeo.
yeah,
So what did you think when you first got the text message from Zalki that told you that you'll be our host for maybe for our group call in the future. Did you also think that, oh my God, can I do it? Oh my God, does it also, did it also, was it also something that, changed you after you finally did it, you know?
yeah. Like yeah, it just happened to me. I think it happened to me just now. Like actually, I was not in the mood really, because first of all, I think no, yeah, because first of all, I just got healed. Yeah, after getting sick for a few days. Then I thought podcast would like to be, yeah, I thought podcast was like talking to like people. Then we thought bringing up like a topic or notion. Then I was like, oh my god, I didn't have any preparation. But and then I was like, okay. And then he suggested me to to re-bring my previous topic. Then I think I would go for it. Why have to think? So why do I have to overthink about it? Just like just imagine this is fun talk, share things to other people. Maybe some of you have heard about this and got information about this, and some still haven't. And then why don't just try to share it? I think so. Yeah, of course, it's hard at first. Then just like get yourself moving, and then trying to like uh trying to be it, and then all of a sudden I think your mood will change.
Oh my God, you're just recovered?
Yeah,
Oh my God. Oh, but I'm glad that you recovered now. I hope you'll get better soon. You'll feel better
yeah,
soon, maybe after this, after this talk.
yeah, I've recovered it from sickness few days ago. Yeah, from sickness I think. Yeah, from
Oh,
sickness today, because I got sick a few days ago.
oh my God. I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
That's okay.
Okay, oh my God. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think tonight's talk is also inspiring because you're recovering from your sickness, you're not that, in the mood, and you're not in a,
Yeah,
in the best shape to do it, but you still do
yeah,
it. Oh my God.
yeah. It's really, it put more weight on my, yeah, it put more weight on my shoulder because like I wanted to go to my like girlfriend's house, but because it was raining all day, I couldn't.
Mm,
Um, and I needed to send her package, and I was
mm,
like, yeah, I was not in the mood. I was not in the mood uh when when our meeting should have been today, and it's canceled because of the rainy season. And yeah, I was and I feel a bit like mad at her, but I didn't respond to her text because I just want to avoid if I just want to avoid the conflict, the squirrel and everything if I react to what her message, because I know the problem is me. I speak too much to go to her house while we know we are living, yeah, we are now dr- in rainy season. So I was like, okay, so I think I take some time to reply her text. Then maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow, and just let it. And I was like, that okay, yeah. So it just put more weight on me, but finally I could do it, right?
okay, so this is also another example of you breaking the challenge.
Yeah,
We are actually witnessing it right now. Wow.
yeah, yeah. And that's how we grow, right? Yeah, as a as a ground man, as a ground man, of course, a lot of things that we have to uh deal with, you know, in order to make us become a mature and more mature. Yeah, being adult is not that easy. It really is, right? It's really is not. But of course, that's a fact of life. It's always undeniable. Just need to just need to suck it up.
Yeah, sometimes we just need to suck it up.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. That's what being an adult is all about.
Yeah, yeah. It's not easy. It's not a fun journey at all. But that's a fact of life. Yeah. And then there's a time for you when you get older. Then you just rest your body, in the bedroom, without doing nothing. So I think, yeah, this is a part of life. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, let's enjoy it. Enjoy this adulthood. Woo!
uh,
So, yeah, as you said that as an adult, sometimes we just need to suck it up. It's not the most fun moment in our life right
yeah.
now, being an adult. So, for the teenagers who are listening right now, what do you want to say to them? I mean, like, what, uh, regarding to our topic tonight, like, you are more than what you think. Do you have any like message for them, like, because they are going to be an adult,
All
teenagers?
right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hold on for a moment, right? I need to there's something. Okay. Round.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I'm back. Could you repeat, please?
Okay. I'm gonna repeat it. Okay, so yeah. Okay. As you said that, you know, as an adult, it's not like the most fun journey that we have
Yeah.
here right now. So, do you have any message to the teenagers who are listening to us right now, because they are going to be an adult after this? Hi, hi guys, you're gonna be an adult. So,
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
getting
I
to our
think
topic.
yeah, I think yeah, I know. I noticed because yes, I have students, like they are in senior high school and then they think about their future and everything. And my advice is just like I'm not like a motivator or something that most people look up to, but just enjoy where you are now. Just enjoy you are now. When you're a teenager, just enjoy your moment. Spend your time with your family, best friends and friends, and then also don't forget to study and everything, and just enjoy your sweet moments because you're not gonna get it back when you're an adult, right? Yeah, of course, you need to set boundaries to the things that harm you. Yeah, you need to set boundaries to the things that harm you. Yeah, like a free sex and then drugs. So like uh, 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 in bars and everything or alcohols. So yeah, you need to avoid to approach or get close to those things. But as long as you don't do those things, yeah, just enjoy where you are now, and yeah, be like ordinary people do, because you're not gonna get back when you're adult. I think don't overthink because sooner or later you'll be there and then you have your way to deal with it, and then you have your methods to deal with it and everything that is equipped with you once you get to an adult moment in your life, so do not be worried.
So just enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy it now. Yeah, but of course there are things that you need to set boundaries, right?
Mm, yep,
Yeah.
just like in a positive way.
Yeah, in positive way. Yeah, immerse yourself, brand yourself with communities, people, organizations,
hmm
uh, so that you can learn from each other.
Yeah, and maybe like regarding to our topic, maybe they can like challenge themselves to do like something more. Like maybe they can join a sport team or
Yeah,
English club, something that they like, but
yeah,
they're afraid to do right now.
yeah, yeah. That is like as a saying goes. If you want to go faster, go alone. But if you want to go further, go together, right? So I
hmm
think if you wanna go further in your journey, uh, yeah, in your English journey, why don't get along with uh yeah, why don't just bring along more people in your journey? Why not, right?
hmm Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Actually, yeah, being a teenager is maybe one of the most relaxed time that
yeah, one of the most relaxing time. And
yeah, as a human have ever had. Like, just enjoy it, guys. Don't worry. But
yeah,
yeah, maybe for teenagers out there who are maybe facing something challenging right now, you know, uh,
yeah,
mhm. Do
yeah,
you?
like yeah, I know uh yeah, I notice like some teenagers uh don't have a good enough sleep at night, because at the time I asked them, why did you have a good enough sleep last night? Then they said that, sir, I couldn't sleep because my mind was thinking about something else, my future, what would I would be, yeah, would I be in the future, and then what am I gonna do in the future, and everything that is spinning around their head. And I was like, why should you overthink about those things that might not happen? And I was like, I don't know, sir. Oh my God, uh, you should have not, like, uh, overthought about it, because why? What's the point of that? What's the point? That's no point, right? So yeah, I think you just need to prepare your sleep time, yeah, your bedtime, yeah, fix your bedtime, do not drink coffee at night or in the evening, and then just yeah, and then eat good food, do exercise and everything, and value with people. Why should you overthink with things that may not happen? Because it just scares you. It just scares you from the reality and from you are now. I think. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, as a teenager, as an adult, also actually, we often overthink about something, and it's actually, stopping us from actually doing it because we think too much, right? We think about
Yeah.
something that is not happening right now. Like,
Yeah.
how do you manage to, not to overthink about something?
Ah. All right. Okay? How do I manage to it? Uh. Yeah. I of course I have experienced overthink moment in my life. Yeah. But it happened to me when I consume coffee in the evening, then I couldn't sleep until in the early morning. And yeah, until down. Until yeah, I couldn't sleep until down, right? It's because I consume coffee in the evening. But uh you know, just face it and and be grateful for where you are. Okay, because if you see like your friends' achievement, others' achievement on social media, especially, it's gonna make you feel down and also lowers your confidence. Then yeah, which lead to downgrading yourself, right? Yeah, I think
Mhm.
yeah, everyone has their own timeline. But if there's opportunity, just go for it, apply for it, and then just wait the result. Yeah, if you see like people's achievement by how much money they make, their wealth, and everything they share on social media, it just uh, yeah, it doesn't add up anything.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
we just focus on
yeah, it
our
is
own
like
journey.
you're down, then
Mhm.
you add fuel to the fire. So uh, it makes worse, right?
Make it worse, a lot
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. I mean, like you're down, you are figuring out about yourself, then you see some other achievements way better than yours. So it's just like adding fuel to the fire. So just
Mhm.
makes yourself
Mhm.
worse.
Yeah, okay. So maybe just, enjoy our own journey.
Yeah,
Just
enjoy.
accept it. Yeah, enjoy it. Everyone has their own timeline, as you said before. It's actually very good way to put it because, sometimes people are like, oh my God, he already did it. He already have that. I don't have it. Like we're in the same age. Why can't I have it? But yeah, but most of the time people forget that we all have our own timeline. That is
Yeah,
actually a very good way of putting it.
yeah. I think yeah. Like yeah, let's say this is a very yeah. This is a real example of my story. My brother is getting married next year.
Mm-hmm.
My younger brother is getting married
Mm-hmm.
next year, and then he makes a lot of money than I make, right? And I was like, yeah, first my response to that, right? I was like jealous and envy a bit to him. And then as I passed that moment, I was like, I think I should have been grateful. I should have been more grateful for who I am now. Yeah, I know I'm still single and I'm still working hard on my job, making some money, and also teaching students, sharing things to students, and that's my favorite thing. And yeah, although I realize I don't make much, that only enough to pay my bills, but at least I'm still alive. I'm still alive. That's the thing that I was. That's the thing that I am more grateful for, as I see my friend a few days ago passed away.
Oh my
You know,
God. I'm so
uh,
sorry.
he's still young, 24 years old.
Oh my God.
Potentially could be a good, yeah, and could potentially be a good researcher. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's still young. I don't know what. Yeah, still young. I was like, oh my God, I could have not thought before that he would pass away. He would have passed away. Yeah, he would pass away. So leaving all us away. So I think, you know, it's hard to accept it, especially when you are uh, at the very young age, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then you leave the world and you leave everything behind you. You leave everything away from
Mm-hmm.
you. So I think like, oh my God. So I needs to be yeah. I need to be more grateful. At least I'm still alive. I still earn. I still do my things and make some money. And yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
I'm more grateful for.
yeah, that's actually true. Like, especially on pandemic, like I lost a lot of things, a lot of people. I mean, I lost I lost some people that I love in that time, and yeah, it made me grateful that I am still alive right now. I still, be able to do my thing. I still be able to meet my friends, my family, the people that I love. I think, yeah, that's actually, people should think more, like the way you think that being alive is actually one of the most grateful things that maybe
Yeah,
could happen to us. That's actually
indeed.
very good.
Yeah, indeed, exactly. Life is something that we need to nourish,
Mm-hmm.
right? We need to nourish, appreciate, because we only live once. Once
Mm-hmm.
it's taken from us, means our journey is over. Then it's time to final judgments, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and I think we could have, yeah, we will be so 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 evil if you're not grateful for the life that God has given us, right? Yeah, everything is temporary. Maybe you don't make much, but someday if you still don't, but you at least share more to the society, and that's all matters.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Like yeah, and then think uh just I just run my life as I usually do.
Yeah, that's this is actually pretty deep, but like yeah, that's true, guys. We gotta appreciate life more, being able to breathe the air freely because some
Yeah,
people, yeah, are using support, life support to just breathe. Some
yeah, 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 absolutely true. You know, if you could count, you know, the amount of blessing that God has shared to us, you
hmm
know, that God has been sending to us, you know, it's never counted because everything is counted is little,
yes,
right?
that's true.
Everything is counted is little. So imagine you are being hospitalized in a hospital. Yeah, you're being hospitalized in hospital. Then you know how much the the oxygen that you have to pay for one night, maybe 500. So how many more nights that you have to spend? So
Hmm.
you have to think about it, right? And then let's take a look at an example of people who lost their one kidney, so that they have to,
Oh my god,
I don't
yeah.
know how to say, they have to wash their blood
Oh my
3 times a week, which which spends 1 million a week. And then how many more years that they have to be like that? So
mm.
uh yeah, be grateful, think, and then keep doing something, and please do something. because life is life is so dynamic. If you don't know what to do, get yourself moving out of the bedroom, then start doing something, writing or maybe watching or everything, because yeah, because boredom can kill people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually true. That's a very good message that you said before. That yeah, I mean, we if we count our blessings, it's so much. Like we will not be able to count it because it's too much. It's too many.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good. Example from you. And yeah, as okay, as you said before that seeing someone's achievement on social media could also, messed up our our mood, and our I don't know, like our life, not our life, but like sometimes when we see someone doing something on social media, it makes us a little bit jealous. So, how, do you think that we should avoid social media at all, or what do you think about it?
Yeah, again, I think it's just about, we have to set boundary to the things that probably harm our mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, example, from me, example, like if I see someone achievement sharing things on the social media, yeah, I'll see it, but I don't take it personally.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yeah, I sometimes skip it or swipe it,
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, because if you take it personally, we just downgrade ourselves, disvalue ourselves, and that's not a good thing for our mental health, because it just makes us worse.
Yeah, true. So your tip is just to set some boundaries
Yeah,
in
just yeah,
doing.
set
Yeah.
boundaries and do not take things personally.
Mm-hmm.
Social
Don't take.
media is you know social media is a way of one's expressions themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they will post the best of all, right?
Yeah.
uh and that's how social media is made and designed that way. And just need to understand that the why social media exists, uh so that we know to to prevent it, to get in our way, to be to make us feel like down, I think. Yeah.
So actually, just set boundaries. I think not only in social media, but like in almost everything that we do in our life, setting boundaries is actually pretty important,
Yeah.
especially regarding to our mental health.
Yeah, of course, like me, right? I have friends who now are studying abroad, some UK, and then some UK, then uh other Europe, other European countries. So yeah, sometimes it's just like it's nice to see they are making their goals come true, and then have to be jealous with them, because I know the process to be there is not really as good as we see on social media, right? I know the process of my friends who were facing that time, but yeah, because they deserve it, and that's okay if they express it on their social media. Why should I have to take it personally? And I was, yeah, just like, oh my god, I feel like and nice, happy when my friends made their dreams come true. And yeah, I think yeah, I don't, I think we should have not been so carried away, to the things that we don't achieve yet.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's true. It's like, the tip of the iceberg. What we see on the social media is the tip of the iceberg, the peak of their journey. Like, we don't
yeah,
see the hard work that they did to actually be in that position.
yeah, yeah,
And sometimes we just want to be there, but we don't want to go through all the struggles that they did.
yeah, yeah. That's how, like, that's how pathetic we are.
Yeah.
So you want to get things good, but we don't want to put more effort. We don't to be willing to go through the ups and downs, and
Mm-hmm.
and 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 we all know how, and we all know that life is designed that way. You up to, yeah, like a body, yeah, like if you are, like, if you go to the gym every day, maybe you may have seen like no pain no gain. That
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the very good quote for
Mm-hmm.
describing that situation, uh right. Yeah, no pain no gain. Yeah, you have to pain the hurt. Yeah, we have to get the pain, then you can get earn, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can get the earning. So yeah, I think you should know about it.
Yeah, no pain, no gain. That's
Yeah,
true.
no pain no gain.
Yeah, because what we see is just, the thing that they gain, the thing that we also want to gain, but we don't see the pain that they went through to actually gain that thing. That's ac-
Yeah,
yeah, that's actually very good.
yeah, yeah. Like, let's say, yeah, Miss Sarah, you wanna get abs, right? Of course, you must go to the gym, let's say 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Then you really take care of of food that you eat, right? You start consuming, drinking more water. Then
Mm-hmm.
then you start uh, drinking milk, and
Mm-hmm.
also uh, nutritious food with full of nutritions, proteins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to spend time, money to in order to get abs, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then 6 months later, after working hard on getting abs, then you will see the difference, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it goes the same thing like everything we do, if you want to be a good public speaker, you want to be a good seller, a good sales. Yeah, I've put more effort that we have than with the result months, years after.
Yeah, if we yeah, I think it's just, if we put, more effort into everything that we are doing right now, we'll get the result that we want. And it's actually proof it proves that we are more than we think. Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because like at first, yeah, I'm actually right now trying to make apps.
Oh, okay. How old are you, Miss Sarah?
I'm actually just joined a gym for a few months right now. So
Uh,
yeah, actually to
Zuma?
yeah, no, 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 I joined a gym.
Oh, join the gym.
Um,
Okay. How old
So
are you now?
sorry,
How old are you?
29.
Oh, 29. Wow, yeah. 29 this year or next year?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to, just actually being healthier. So yeah, but to get to the point where I want to get is actually uh very painful.
Yeah,
The journey
you're
is
29.
sorry.
You're 29.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you married? Not yet.
Yeah.
You are married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Wow. How many kids do you have now?
Oh no, I don't have a kid yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you have one
Yeah,
in the
I
near future.
mean, yeah. So
Wow.
I'm just trying to be healthier, you know. but like the journey to be able to get to the point that I
Yeah,
want to is actually not that fun. It's not the most
yeah,
fun.
yeah. Of course, it's not rocket science, you know.
Mhm.
It's not rocket science to get to a point that you want it to be. Uh, but there is always price, right?
Mhm.
There's always price.
Mhm.
There's always price. Example, you've got a better job in Qatar, example.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to leave your family away from you, right? You have to leave your family away. You have to be in LDR with your
Mhm.
girlfriend. So that is something. That is always something coming at price, right? As a
Mhm.
price. So,
There's
yeah,
always a price to pay.
yeah. There's always a price, right?
Mhm.
I think, yeah, just yeah. That's how life works, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true actually. Okay. It's 9:50. It's wait, how many minutes do we talk? Have we talked right now? Okay, it's
I think probably an hour, I guess.
an hour. Yeah, okay. I think it's time for us to finish the session right now. What do you think?
Oh yes, yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
yeah, let me give a summary in our part.
Yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
thank you. Sorry.
um, Summary. Okay, I
Oh,
think
summarize.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think in our podcast. Yeah, so guys, who yeah, for those of you who are watching this podcast, yeah, thank you so much for taking your time and making time to watch this podcast. And yeah, and my point is, do not believe, uh, uh, do not believe in what you think, because sometimes what they think is just like a blurry picture that is not probably true about yourself, about
Mm-hmm.
yourself, about your power, about your
Mm-hmm.
limitations. The only way to know it, the only way to measure it is to go for it and take actions. I think that's the point of this podcast tonight.
Yeah, that's actually a very good message, a very good talk that we have tonight. Thank you,
Yeah, thank you so much,
Mr.
Sarah.
Rifal, for having me.
Thank you so much, Miss Sarah. See you again another time, okay?
Yeah, see you in the next podcast. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Have a good night.